Hi guys, so good evening and welcome to my magical world. If you are new here, I am Frostbite, and what I do here is I usually read for you, like anything under the sun, and I discuss things, you know, my opinions and perceptions on it. So I haven't been here for like a few days. I was out, and we're going to continue discussing again. So for tonight. Okay, before that, I'm gonna update, like, I'm gonna do an update with my life, the things that is currently happening, maybe later or tomorrow. So, but right now, let's discuss things because this is relevant. Okay, so tonight we'll be talking about the reasons why people usually buy an art, buy your art, whether that's a painting or like a sculpture. I don't know, guys, like anything, as long as it's an art that you made. So I think you need to know this because this is why people buy your um what do you call this, your creation. There's the right term, but I can't find it now. The right term for that. Okay, so first is that that because they know and like you. Okay, so they see something in you that makes them want to be your friend. That connection won't happen if you always stay surface level. So first, here are the things you could possibly do. Have opinions. They don't have to be hot button issues like politics or religion. What types of topics get your energy pumping? So a certain individual or a person usually have that kind of what do you call this, like a weak spot where you could actually know them more by uh, asking questions that are extremely what extremely, you know topics that extremely give them interest. Okay, so yeah. Sorry guys, I am not I just came back. That's why I need a little bit of rest. Maybe later, but let's continue. Okay, next is talk about what you believe in is more important than anything, or do you not want a family because you're exploring your self identity? So could be things like this. It's kind of like building rapport and trust to someone that could possibly, that you could have that connection. Next is share your day-to-day life and the behind the scenes. So they'll be more inclined to buy if you feel like a part of the process. So that interest, that mutual interest of the both of you is actually like really great for them to buy your art. The people who resonate with what you're saying will start to feel like they know you, and they'll continue to listen to what you have to say because they like you. To sell art, you need to stick around your website, email list, or social media account for a while so you can continue putting up an art in front of them. So it's kind of like an addiction. I think I've told you this beforehand. Like if you just do the things, whether it's a gym thing or something, consistently, and feed that on people. I mean, you do that constantly, eventually they'll get addicted. Like, that's that's actually a secret, but I'm telling you already. Okay, so yeah. So imagine this: you're on a date. Like, this is like a scenario thing. um would you be more likely to go on first to go on a second if they talk honestly and vulnerably, or B, if they went to the villa route and tried to only say they think the things that you will agree with? Okay, so, and of course, you will get more attached to, not actually attached, I mean, you'll get more interested if the person that you are talking to is being just honest, just plain honest. I mean, authentic and vulnerable. You know that they say that vulnerability is like a weakness, right? Some of them, but that's actually a strength. I mean, when you find someone that could possibly, you know, just be themselves. What it, guys? My head is not working that right now because I mean I just came from an event. So yeah. So what I'm saying is that if that person is like vulnerable to you, your relationship will just deepen, right? So yeah, you'd probably choose the first, yeah, as I've told you, the one that you can talk to with honesty and vulnerability. So next one, the second one, okay? Your art reminds them of something they value. You can connect your art to their personal values through again talking about it, why you made it, what it represents, its message. Because you know, a picture says a thousand. What is it? A picture says a thousand words. Something like that, guys. Something like that. There's it's kind of like a motto. So even if you think your art isn't about anything, there are thoughts going through your head all the time on repeat. So remember when you just view a painting like a crazy, like you always call it like a weird, this is actually like weird, something like that. So something is, of course, like you can remember something on that painting, and if they find that valuable, they will buy it. They'll just buy it. So that goes for when you are making art too. Even your subconscious thoughts can and should be applied to your art's message. So there's like a subliminal thing that is like going on when you're buying stuff, right? So just, you know, when the message sometimes is clear, or even if it's not that clear, as long as it has some effect on you. So sometimes you don't have the slightest clue for where you start to talking about your art. If that's the case, spend some time learning about your own values, and this method will start to click for you. So an example of that is the ones that stand out for myself right now. First is like inspiration and efficiency and harmony. And I was creating an abstract painting with no real mindful direction, you know, guys, because artists usually do that. Like there's some, that's why it's called art. I mean, you can just express whatever you are feeling. You can put it on that. Could be painting, right? So you could, yeah. Let's go to the third one, guys. That's not important. Okay. Third is that your art makes them feel an emotion they want to feel more often. So when you're looking like, since energy, like everything is energy, right? So when you're kind of like watching something, if that could be an art, it if it has like a good impact on you, like overall on your um health wise, I mean your mind, yeah, yeah, if that has a good effect on you, that painting, um you will feel a connection with that. That could possibly want, that could possibly makes you want to buy that painting. Okay, so then, right, this technique can be powerful. Help them connect your art to an emotion by talking about the feelings you associate with your art. If you're using this one without any success, try describing the feeling instead of naming it. So an example of that saying could be, these flowers make me feel happy every day. So say this crimson tulips, tulips, I don't know, guys. remind me of Remind me it's finally the season to spread out your picnic blanket and daydream on your lunch hour. So it's creative. It could make you um think about it, it, you know, visualize it, something like that, guys. So guys, I hope you could understand what I am saying right now, because I'm not actually like super extremely okay. I really need some rest, but I still try to deliver the message to you. So I hope you understand. So, and lastly, you make art specifically for them. So if you've studied marketing at all, you've heard a niche. Is simply a small targeted group of people like bird watchers or skateboarders. So to use this one, you could focus on your art or commission services specifically for them. For skateboarders, this might look like putting quotes from famous skateboarders on your art, or doing commissioned art on skateboard. So it's for a specific targeted person. So it's good. It's you make your art more what do you call this? Like you're kind of like sorting that part of your out, which is specifically for them. So those are the things, guys, that could probably make you want to buy an art. Okay, any of these methods can work on their own, but if you combine one or more of them, you'll be miles ahead of many of the other artists online. So finding your voice is the key to it all. The more you practice, the more you practice, the more you'll become comfortable and find your honestly unique voice. Okay, so it's like that. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. I'm sorry. I'm actually good, but not so good. Something like that, guys. So also, guys, if you don't know if I make any mistakes when I'm talking, uh, I also I don't like delete any of it. I also put it out there. Whatever emotions I have, like whether I feel good or I feel bad, or I don't want to put it since this is just one take, so it's out there for you. I told you this is like a life journey, right? So this is like an impromptu thing, so I don't really need to like do things like edit something like that. So yeah, but if I have time, maybe it could be. But right now, this is the only thing that I could do for now because I'm still, you know, trying to figure out things with my life. So yeah, I'm gonna give you an update with my life probably on my next video. But right now, thank you guys for listening. You can subscribe, of course. Please do that. So yeah, thank you for helping me make this world a better place for all of us and for the future generation. Thank you.